ask it again.
Okay, very good. So, could you comment on how some of the work of Dr. Haines has led to the current collaboration with OHSU?
Yeah, with such a big and complex organization that we have, it's really hard to know where to invest our energies. It takes a long time to make long-term decisions with this many departments and schools of pharmacy, medicine, nursing, and research and so forth. So we really wanted to find a place that had some established relationship, trust, and familiarity with someone we know, a trusted colleague. And basically, John Haines was that guy. He'd been going to Myanmar and Tipitaka Hospital with Dr. Samsaran for years, and we talked to him quite a bit. He had proven, basically by his good works and hard work, that a long-term, established, consistent, productive relationship could happen between U.S. ophthalmologists and the Myanmar program there. And basically that was a step that opened the door for us, and we've followed in that path ever since. Of course, we've added other dimensions to the program, bringing a university along, but that original relationship was the first step, without which we wouldn't have been on the map.
Excellent, thank you. Where do you see the collaboration with Tipitaka Eye Hospital going from here?
The future of the program is very promising and very full of challenges and possibilities. The entire university here is very excited about the program, but we're just taking initial steps now. The Tipitaka Hospital has been extremely supportive of everything we've done. They've been incredibly transparent, allowing our educators to talk directly to their patients, to their staff, to their students, and been very open to bridging communication between us, Australian donors, Thai participants, and people from around the world. As well, even with the pediatric screening program that we've initiated, they've, within 48 hours of the early successful trial run, Sayadaw dedicated 2 vans and a cadre of nurse educators to support the program whenever we were there, whenever we needed. And that's just incredible commitment, perseverance, and capacity that we couldn't substitute for in any other way.
Excellent. Two more questions. During the speech today, and please forgive me if I cannot remember the gentleman's name, the president of OHSU.
Joe Robertson.
Thank you very much, Dr. Robertson. He mentioned how OHSU had what they stood for, and how this ties into what they stand for on very, very fundamental levels, and not just providing quality of care, but really doing something that is good for people, good for mankind. And in your words, how would you describe how OHSU ties into its value system?
I think that OHSU is dedicated towards caring for people, both at home and abroad. And sometimes there needs to be creative inspiration in that kind of program, where we get outside of our usual roles, where we're in a very complex business-like system sometimes, and really go to care for people directly. And work in systems we're not familiar with that inspire us creatively, so we can bring back that inspiration and those new ideas, and that added commitment to work here at home in Oregon.
Excellent. Last question. How does this make you feel?
For me, this is terrific. I trained here, but I came back to OHSU 3 years ago with the idea of starting a broad university collaboration with institutions in Southeast Asia. At that time, it was just a 3 or 4 page proposal to Dr. Wilson, my chairman. And 3 years later, we're sitting here with one of the high monks of Burma, leading one of the most dynamic hospitals in Asia, with the president of the university. And I think everybody's found a point of agreement and a place to start to work together. It's pretty nice.
It's a great way to stop.
Yeah.